Welcome to The Upbeat, where each week a group of Inkspot reporters take a break from breaking news to share what's been making them smile this week. I'm BJ Dumas, and joining me this week are Lyra Townsend, Terrion Darnell, and Bayli Ferris as we try to put some happiness into the headlines. Terrion, why don't you start us off? What's making you happy this week?
Yeah. Well, I've been listening to like a lot of music lately, and I think music is just something that keeps me really like focused, and so it's like a big part of my life. And this week I've been finding on Spotify, I've been finding a bunch of different like new artists and exploring different genres that I wasn't exploring before, and music makes me happy. So
All right, well, first of all, don't gatekeep. What artist are you talking about?
um, well, the main one this week has been Scory. I don't know if you guys know him, but he makes like a lot of like melodic, like R&B kind of songs, and that's like the genre that I've been staying with. So it's like Scory. There's Yada Bands. I don't know if you guys know him, but it's just a bunch of like R&B melodic artists.
Okay, yeah, I feel like definitely I've been exploring different music genres as well for sure because I've been listening to a lot of rock, to be honest. Like, there's this one band that I've been listening to a lot called Super Heaven. They're like, I don't even know how I describe them, but they make really good music. Lyra, what about you? What's been making you happy this week?
A few things. Most of them have actually had to do with like teachers at the school. Going off what you said, every day since we interviewed Dr. Brozek, I've gone up to Dr. Brozek and asked him what song he's been listening to. And we've just gotten like closer over talking about that because we talk about music and it's really enjoyable because when he's such a busy guy and like it didn't sound like he like had time to really like get to know any of the students he's close with. Um, but it's been really nice talking to him. But my like main source of happiness this week had to do with my band director, Mr. Carter. Band has been really hard for me. I just started this past year on French horn, which is a pretty hard instrument. And like it's hard to get to the level after people have been playing their instruments for like 5 years and I've got like 6 months on them. Um, so it's been a lot of like challenging stuff because I'm doing the same like tests as them, and I get freaked out about it a lot. And Mr. Carter will sit down with me and just be like, "You're doing a great job, and I'm really proud of you." And there's a lot of like one-on-one work that I'm doing with him and our student teacher, Mr. Gray. And it's not even just about like the actual instrument. Like I've gotten to know them so well, and like I still have that like teacher like respect for them, but like I care about them like friends.
Yeah, no, it's always definitely good when you get to know your teachers because sometimes they're pretty cool people for sure, and when they give you that recognition, it just feels so good. So like I know every Friday when they do the little shout outs, I be like hoping my name gonna be on there one day.
That was
One
literally me
day.
today.
You
I
got
was
up there?
like I didn't get called, but I stood by the phone and was like, "Today's my day, guys. Today's my day."
I be thinking like one day it's gonna be me, you know. But you know, we got a couple more months left for that opportunity, so we're gonna see.
Oh yeah.
Bailey, what's been making you happy this week?
Well, the first thing that came to mind was there's a new Taylor Swift album coming out,
Oh,
which
Lord.
is, well, I'm one of those.
That's okay though. That's okay.
So, yeah, I'm excited about that, but that's just kind of passing, I guess. So that's like anticipation, excitement. What's actually been making me happy this week is I'm involved in a club called Young Life that we have here, and that just started up for this semester this past week, this Monday. And so we had our first club, and that was just super fun to get back into that routine. That's a club that I really enjoy just because it's such a community-based club, and I am a sucker for community. I love getting to hang out with people. So we did Pizza Olympics, which is you call 3 different pizza places, and you see which one can deliver to you fastest, and you like congratulate all the pizza delivery people when they walk in, and it sounds so silly, but it's just so fun. And like those people working, it just kind of makes them like get a little break in their job, like, okay,
Yeah.
what? So, but it's really fun to do, and just get to hang out with people. And so I was really glad that we got to do that, and I'm excited for next week's too. So
Okay, so tell us about Young Life. Like, what is that? What do y'all do?
So, it's honestly just a club where people can come together and hang out. It's Monday nights at 8:08 at Remax most of the time. Every so often they'll have like events like dodgeball, tournaments, or they did like kickball last semester, and they do like the paint war. A lot of people know about color wars, so they do that, and it's really fun. So just those kind of events are here and there. They usually have some sort of. We have a social media. I think it's NCHS Young Life. Not positive about that though. But all they post about events on there. Sometimes they'll be on bulletin boards or throughout classrooms in the school. But yeah, it's just a really fun place to kind of. Mondays can be stressful, so it's kind of a place to chill out for the rest of your week and just have something good to do at the beginning of the week to kick it off.
Yeah,
That's so
Terry, I was
cool.
at the kickball tournament everybody was talking
That
about.
was the kickball tournament.
There
Our
you
team didn't
go.
do as great as we
Ooh.
wanted to, but it was fun though. It was fun.
How'd y'all team do? Did you win?
I went. I did not play. I know I'm lame, but my friends went, and you dress up in costume for the kickball tournament. And my
Oh.
friends went as they had a bunch of different onesies for different animals, and they had one kid dress up in like a Jesus costume from Spirit Halloween, and they were Noah's Ark. So they won the costume competition. But I don't even remember who ended up winning the kickball. Do you, Terrion?
No, it wasn't us. I think it
Yeah.
was the soccer people
Soccer
again.
boys.
Yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
soccer
nah. I
boys.
think I do remember
Yeah.
everybody talking about the soccer,
I think
which
that was
makes
their,
sense.
I
It's
think that was their
always-
third year in a row. I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
Honestly, is that
Definitely
cheating?
was.
Is that technically cheating? Like
I
they
think
play
so.
soccer.
They
Like,
play,
That's what I'm
yeah, they play the
thinking.
kicking sport. So
yeah, I don't know. That don't sound fair to me, but whatever.
for real.
What is it about Taylor Swift that like everybody loves so much?
Okay, so I would not consider myself like a Swiftie, but there's definitely songs that like they get relatable. Like I know I'm really drawn to songs that like I relate to. Like those are the songs I always enjoy the most. And there's a few songs that are just like they're really chill and they're really relatable. And also the energy around Taylor Swift and Taylor Swift supporters have always been positive. Like you know that like if you have a friend who's like a Taylor Swift fan, you can like it's something positive that you guys can talk about, you know?
Yeah. I think she definitely brings a lot of people together. Like I think you could say that about basically any music artist, but it's just like she has such a large loving community surrounding her, and people who do like her are very passionate about her. So it just is like a conversation starter a lot of the times. But I think that she's just so like diverse. Like she's been making music for so long that it's hard to not find at least one song that you can kind of get down to
Yeah.
or cry to or like whatever it is, you know? So, yeah, I agree. Lyra, she definitely has like a good way with lyrics. I think she's a
Mhm.
really good lyricist, which is one thing that I really like about her.
It's kind of funny that y'all talk about the community surrounding Taylor Swift because like as someone who's not necessarily a Taylor Swift fan, I mean her old songs used to go crazy. I still got some of
Yeah,
them.
what
I
I'm
got a little
saying.
playlist with some of them old
There you
songs in there.
go.
But it's funny because like on Twitter, I'll see people like talking bad about Taylor Swift, and then like the whole Swiftie community will come and just like destroy them. Like I don't know if y'all saw what happened like a couple weeks ago, where the one guy was on like national news. Where I don't think I could talk about what happened like on this podcast, but he got like doxxed. His full government was out there,
Uh-huh.
and then they had like the Supreme Court talk about like
Yeah.
this is unacceptable all over Taylor Swift. I was like, that's crazy to me. Like the Taylor Swift community is wild. I feel like the only community that like can stack up to that in the terms of ride or die is like BTS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I really see people go crazy for BTS. Maybe Kanye too. Kanye's up there too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I guess something that's been making me happy this week is first of all like the weather is finally starting to be good again because those negatives were not it. The time that it was negatives and 0 degrees and the wind chill was like negative 1,000 degrees.
Oh yeah.
That was like the worst time ever. Like
Yeah.
you could go outside, but like it was dangerous. Matter of fact, I literally got in an accident. Well, I was in the passenger seat, thankfully,
Okay.
but we got in a little accident on the way from school because we were trying to stop at the stop sign and we weren't speeding or nothing, but like we just hit a sheet of ice and we ended up hitting the car in front of us. Luckily, like they said it's fine. They just left, which was kind of weird to be honest. But we got off with like no like crazy damage for real. But then she had dropped me off at my house and was on the way back to her house. And she called me saying that somebody else hit her the same exact way. I was like, wow. Because it was really crazy. I'm glad that week my car was in the shop because I feel like the parking lot was probably dangerous.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, the ice will do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that NCHS got a lot of bad drivers.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not necessarily going to say I'm one of them, but I definitely seen some bad drivers in the parking lot, so I know that it probably got crazy.
I might be one of them. My mom took my car away from me when when it got icy last year. I got in an accident.
Is that why you took it away?
Yeah. I'm not trusted to drive in the ice anymore.
Nah, I wouldn't trust you either. I saw that picture.
Yikes.
But also something making me happy this week is I finally I bowl, right? So that's like the one thing everybody knows about me is I bowl. So I finally bought a bowling ball for like the first time in like forever. And the reason that is because they're expensive. It was like $250, and that wasn't even as expensive as they get. But I've been trying to buy this for like weeks, and then I got the flu. Then like something else came up, so I couldn't go in. Then something else came up. I've been trying to get this for a minute, so I finally was able to go get it like last Monday. So I'll finally be able to go bowl tomorrow or Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow, for the first time with it. So that's exciting to me. You know, it probably sounds lame or whatever, but I'm excited.
it
though.
I respect
great.
it. I
Yeah.
respect it.
Respect it.
Okay, so this is, I don't know if this is like a stupid question, but it's not really a question. Could you tell us like what it's like to like bowl with the school? Because like it's talked about, but it's not talked about like the process.
Okay, so bowling with the school is different than most sports because it's not like a full team. So we would have had a full team, but somebody, Landon Corbin, he plays baseball and football here. He got injured. He hurt his elbow like pitching or something, so he couldn't bowl. And then there's another kid named Jordan who ended up getting COVID. So everybody that was on the team ended up not being able to bowl. So it was just me. So I went to the regional tournament, and it's a little intimidating because you got these big teams that range from like 5 to 12 people, and then you're on the next lane over, and it's just me. It's a little bit intimidating, a little bit, but it's a cool experience, and it's fun because everybody gets really loud and really it's kind of like the school student section in there for each school.
Yeah.
You would never expect it to get that loud for bowling because it's bowling, but it's pretty cool to see, and it was a good time. I really enjoyed my time bowling for NCHS.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
So, just for everybody watching the podcast, let us know what's making you happy at all our socials at NCHS Inkspot. And next week, we're going to hear from 3 more of our reporters to tell us what's been making them happy. Thank you.